Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Fearless Dating video series. Thank you for joining me here today, and we are going to be covering something very simple. And I like to think that everything that we cover in in this series is very simple, but today's feels exceptionally so. And it is this: when dating, be willing to scare the wrong people away. And as we hear that, we may think, oof, that doesn't feel great. That doesn't sound great. And I want to expand on that for you today. And my reason for sharing this with you is because I am Auntie Joshi, the coach and creator of Fearless Dating. And I wanted to create this series for you if you feel that dating is just not quite happening the way that you'd want it to be. Maybe it just feels like it's another thing on your to-do list, and that it's frustrating. You're not getting any closer to that beautiful relationship that you so desire. And so I wanted to create this space for you to have the insights, the experiences, not only of my personal journey, but also that of my coaching clients. And I wanted to give them to you in bite-sized chunks so that you could take whatever resonates for you here today, go out into the world, try this stuff on, and become your very own version of a fearless dater. So welcome along and let's get stuck in. So be willing to scare the wrong people away. And I would say as soon as possible as well. And like I said, when you hear the words scare people away, it may make you feel like, oh, that doesn't feel good. I don't want to scare people away. And I'm being a little bit tongue-in-cheek as I say that, but the kind of the feelings and the ideas behind it are true, in that when we're dating, we want to make sure that we are really being really clear about the things that we value, the standards that we uphold, not only for ourselves, but for the people that we choose to have in our lives, the way that we choose to live our lives. We really want to be clear about that. And we want to be so clear about that it effortlessly resonates through the words that we speak, through the way that we curate and design our lives, the things that we choose to do, the way that we choose to spend our time. We want them to be really clear demonstrations of the people that we are. It's so easy for someone to be in an interaction with us or know about us and know that whether we are or aren't their type of person when it comes to thinking about creating a relationship in our lives. And that's simply that's all I mean when I say be willing to scare the wrong people away, because that prevents us from, kind of much like what I touched upon in yesterday's episode when we looked at the 36 questions to fall in love. We can sometimes, if we like someone, if we're very physically attracted to someone, or someone's got something going on that just appeals to us, but the whole picture isn't quite there, it all, a lot of the boxes aren't quite ticked for us. Sometimes what happens is we are then happy to kind of twist and turn and try and fit a mold that isn't for us, one that potentially down the line could cause a lot of grief, a lot of heartache, if we were to try and create a relationship with this person. And so, an important part of the dating journey is recognizing that we cannot be everything for everyone. And in actual fact, we don't want to be everything for everyone, because that could be very, very boring. That means that we're just constantly shifting, constantly adapting to the needs of others, as opposed to really living and speaking through the truth of who we are, right? And like I said, the things that we value, the standards that we uphold. And so it's really, really key when we're dating, if it means that we and again, this goes back to another episode that I was sharing about having the where is this going conversation, right? If we have that desire that I want to check in with this person, where this relationship is going, so I need to have a conversation, and I think it will be really beneficial for the both of us, then be willing to have that conversation. Be willing that at the end of that conversation, that person may say, well, I want something completely different to you, so let's go our separate ways. Be willing for that to be, you know, and some, you know, something that comes out of that particular conversation, an eventuality out of that conversation. Be willing to, if you're on a date and someone's saying something challenging that you don't quite agree with, that you're going to speak your truth, you're going to voice your opinions. You know, I know for a fact in the past I've been the type of person that has kind of molded myself around other people's opinions because I didn't trust mine enough. I didn't think mine was good enough, and therefore I ended up in situations or relationships or friendships or even, you know, work partnerships that weren't quite right for me because I just wasn't willing enough to scare the wrong types of relationships, the wrong types of people away. Now this is not to say that, you know, you scare someone off from being in a romantic relationship with you, but actually what works better for the both of you is a friendship. You know, that's great, but again, that all comes from you being very willing to, like I said, I press the importance of this, really living and speaking the things that you value, the standards that you uphold. So that is what I wanted to share with you here today. Very, very simple. When dating, be willing to scare the wrong people away. Thank you for watching, and I really hope that resonated with you, and I'd love to hear your thoughts, your opinions on this particular approach, and if what I've shared here today resonates with you, then you know, if you feel that like I said, your dating experience is not quite happening the way that you'd always dreamt of it happening, you know, something that would be fun and uplifting and inspiring, and actually it's something that you dread and you don't look forward to, then send me a message, because I'd love to hear from you. Because in a 10-minute conversation together, we can take a look at what's not working for you right now, and a simple shift, a simple tweak that you can make that could have you dating in a way that feels so much better connected, feels so much more like you. And I'd love to explore that with you. So if that resonates with you, then drop me that message, and I'd love for us to be in touch. And as always, thank you for being here. I love being in this space and connecting with you in this way. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.